Good morning. Finding myself in a very conflicted situation. You know, it's like something you very much want to talk about directly. Yet, yeah. I will say that a lot of my gut feelings that I've had about different situations where different people are concerned, although not like directly spot on, they were pretty fucking close. And the idea that, although someone is very, very much either in denial of what is what they got themselves into, or they know and they're trying everything they can to just not admit to it. I mean, I'm not sure how to say it. When you make sure that somebody goes and sees a doctor about something, and they try to tell you, and you're sure to go there, but they make sure that you leave to go check on animals before, like at the time that, yeah. And I'm trying not to say too much because I am trying to be respectful about certain things, but at the same time, I'm in this position. It's like, what do you do? Because there's multiple things that I multiple ways I can go about this. And while trying to argue the whole situation, when I'm simply communicating, because it's like, this doesn't make sense, and what you just showed me doesn't make sense to what your argument is. It doesn't make sense. Snoopy, leave Nano alone. I can tell you right now, myself, I'm clean. I go get tested. I already know I'm going to be clean. And I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to not just be concerned, but also be pretty angry that it's like, come on. You show me you were given something. You say it was just in case, after you've already confirmed all but maybe one or two symptoms. And then in the middle of that arguing, to try and prove differently, show me what was in the notes things with what's there and what information they gave you and what it's being treated for. All that did was just shoot them in the foot. Because now it's like even more concern. It's like, well, they're gonna go see their primary doctor, which is good, and they're gonna continue to, get more testing. This stuff doesn't go away, and I think there's more that said, or more going on than admitted to, and they're trying everything they can to be in denial, and that's what it feels like. And it's like, do you not realize this type of situation that's been presented? I very, very well go straight to dealing with this in the legal sense. Like, this is some really fucked up shit, and, I hope somebody's parents are happy that they help cover up their lies without even actually knowing the fucking truth. And in the process of it, it got that person into a really fucking shitty situation. And even though it's her own stupid choices that did it from the start, she still had a group of cheerleaders helping her on because they still fed off of a bunch of shit talking, primarily between that person and our two kids. I'm trying really hard to keep giving a benefit of a doubt. Yet I already know where my guts are screaming at. And they've been screaming it for a while. And yeah. Like I said, I wish I could say everything directly right now. I'm not sure what to do about it. Obviously gonna go and get some blood work done again here soon. Very soon. Because either somebody knew what they were doing and knew what was going on, or if they genuinely didn't and were trying to be in denial and argue things. See, I get paranoid about shit like that. I'm one of those people that's kind of along the lines, and this is going to sound really wrong, but I think it applies to both men and women when it comes down to it. If you see something, smell something, then don't do something. Or stay away from it, or once you realize that, hey, nope, don't do it again until you know for sure. That type of shit. And I already know people are already putting things together, what I've already stated in just the last 7 minutes. It's just, I'm not playing these fucking games. And this childish shit of this revenge shit and all these people involved who really don't know what the fuck has been going on and the amount of shit I've had to deal with the last few years. For it to be topped off to something like this. I already know the person the only person I know of that they went and verbally admitted to messing with already has a history of that stuff as is since high school. Because, yeah, that's the weird thing about my memory. I will remember some shit, but then there's some things I'll have a foggy memory. It just depends on what it is. Then my memory would just, oh, well, yeah, I will remember it. No, I'm very much in this mixed bag of how do I go about this? How do I move forward? Because I know I made my decision. I am moving. You know, whether I stay here in Oregon or leave Oregon, which I'm intending to leave Oregon. I'm just going to be stuck here for a little while longer than I want to. Because, yeah, we're still dealing with property easement stuff. I wasn't sure because my home payment, it's like, okay, that hasn't come out yet. Why hasn't that come out yet? It normally comes out. So did my home sell or what the fuck's going on? Well then, so I spoke with the realtor people and all that stuff. And we're still doing the extension thing because we're still dealing with the property easement stuff. Even though there's a solution there and all, it's just, yeah, getting through that process. But I'm literally having to sit here and juggle in my head. Do I get a fucking attorney or not? And do I just outright make shit public in the process? Because I don't know now. Now I'm finding myself in that position. It's like there's certain lines I'm not willing to cross out of respect for that person or anybody else if it was anybody else. And whether or not they succeeded or that insinuates they were doing this intentionally, and that's not necessarily what I mean. But whether things happen or not, I'm not very happy about it. And it's very, very tempting right now to get a hold of an attorney. I don't know. I've been sitting here just like, what the fuck? I am concerned about them. I am concerned about their health, their mental health, all of it. But I don't think they really care about what they've really done. Because they don't really seem to show any genuine remorse. The only time they get upset is when it's something that affects their emotions or what bothers them or what's happened to them. They don't care about what they've done to me. They really don't. Because I can tell by their actions and how, or their reactions and all, and how they act in it. And then the way they just kind of very semi-cold. They're like lukewarm all the time. You know, and then they want to get upset and go, oh, no, that's not true. And it's like, your actions and your words, everything just are not matching up with anything. Like, either, like, you lost your mind, like, genuinely lost it. Or you know what you're doing, and the mask that you've been trying to wear has already just, I'm seeing right through it. I don't know. But I'm having a lot of conflict right now with this situation. And I'm not sure how to go about this right now. Because I'm not sure how they would like it by the time I go get tested, and I know I come out clean, because I know I will. And how they're going to have to explain themselves even more. No, I think I know enough. And honestly, I don't think it's just been one person. I do think there's been more people, and because, yeah, there's just so many things that doesn't add up. And honestly, I think they've already told on themselves in multiple ways by trying to make it someone else's fault the way it's been done to me. Where anything they do bad, it's my fault. I'm the one who did it, not them. That type of thing. I'm just saying that literally as an example. But I don't know. I mean, in all honesty, I don't know. It's just, I know anybody else, probably any neurotypical person would probably look at basically what's in my hand, you know, what's on this, and look at me and probably bitch slap me and be like, dude, you fucking know. Like, there's no way. Doctors don't just go, well, I'm not sure. We'll do this just in case, and it's very specific, and it's like, I feel like there's more to it than that. And you get told, oh, they were there for down there, they're looking at it for, like 5 minutes or so. But then today it's just, they just kind of stood to the side and just kind of looked at it, and from a, kind of like from a distance, like, no, you're lying. There's lies being told right now. And I'm trying so fucking hard to not just fucking say it. Like, I don't know how to put it in what form of sickness, but somebody's really fucking sick. Like, they need some serious mental help. Like, no. I genuinely care about that person and love them, but I'm not feeding into this shit. What I am feeding into the aspect is, this is actually, like, taking what was already really fucking bad, like, really fucking bad, and just kind of was like, well, fuck. Just when I thought you couldn't outdo yourself. Oh, fuck. I'm kind of laughing because I just don't know what to do. I'm so pissed right now. Like, what do you do? Yeah. I'm at a complete loss for fucking words. Not really, but as mad or as upset they'll get at me even for watching this, because I know they watch this stuff too. They've got to understand, like, what kind of risk, even if, yeah. No, that's putting my life and my health at risk even more, especially with my NF2. And it's like this playing stupid thing or just intentionally just trying to be in denial because, yeah, karma is really fucking hitting in more ways than one. And yeah, no. She needs a real family to stick by her and actually fucking have some more, like, morally stick by her, like, in the right way and be like, no, no. Instead, and you guys knew what she was doing to begin with, which I know you did. Shouldn't have just stopped that. And then keep, in essence, by continuing that treatment of trying to please them, in which led her to be doing this shit on top of other things. I mean, it's been going on for so fucking long. And it's like she has no remorse for it at all. Like, there's none. I can tell there's an act going on. And like, I've been hitting that ego bad on them. And it's because, yeah, no. They get angry. They get upset. They cry on me. That type of stuff. They'll hang up on me. It's like, look, I'm just trying to have a normal conversation to figure this shit out. Because I have to be aware of everything. So if this is what's going on and this is what's happening, then I have to go fucking go deal with the doctor myself. And if somebody's trying to pull some bullshit games, trying to say that they got it for me, I've been clean for my whole life because I've been paranoid about that shit. I don't go out fucking around with random people. That's why I'm not necessarily worried about whether or not I'm going to test clean or not, because I know how it's going to be. There's a weird fucking sick game going on, and I'm not sure if it's like this shit's being planned or not planned, and it's just being winged or what. But I'm not very happy at all, at all about where this has all been going. And I'm very much on that borderline of getting a hold of an attorney. And, yeah. Because it won't just involve one person. Because this shit, the amount of abuse that I've gone through, and what this has turned into from all that shit, and all the support that she had, and the help, and covering up her fucking lying, and kids' involvement, all that shit, finding out one of my close friends was... The moment he did that go-between, that was the moment I was like, nope, there's the snake, there's one of the snakes in the grass. And anybody associated with that person, gone. Do I care about them any less? No, it has nothing to do with that. I care about them. Those are my friends. I love them. But I'm not playing these games. I'm not playing this shit. And that's why right now I'm dealing with some serious fucking conflict, and even emotional conflict right now, because it's like, do I be angry? Do I be happy? Obviously not happy, but do I deal with this legally or do I not? Do I deal with this another way? How do I deal with this? Because that's where I'm at right now. I've always believed in honesty is the best policy, and even if it's really hard to do, and it doesn't feel good or it's embarrassing or whatever, just fucking get it out and get it over with, so that way it's not something that keeps coming out in increments. That's why I said, when the truth is slowly coming out and I get told every time, oh, that's the whole truth. No, I'm slowly finding out the truth. The fact that every fucking time the various hunches I've had are coming out to be pretty fucking accurate. I've been financially exploited and everything, and you know what? I can prove all of it. And right now, I'm if somebody doesn't get their head out of their ass, along with these others that are involved, don't start pulling their fucking heads out of their ass, I mean, I'm very tempted to go absolutely fucking public. Like, I have a lot of shit going through my head on how do I deal with this, because this is not good. Either you guys can do it the right way and deal with this shit the right way and all that crap. Because as I'm learning more and more, anybody else looking at this shit would not be dealing with it the way I am right now. And I recognize it. Like, it's like my brain is bouncing off the walls of my skull, sitting here going, what the fuck do I do on this? Because like I said, I've got it right here, and the argument that's being made does not match up with what was shown from the doctor stuff. It's like, he literally gave you the information on that and what you were being treated for and what the meds were for. And yet everything is somehow, oh, he didn't say that, not, but then the nurse said something else. Because I paid attention to the nurse and how the nurse was acting. Because, yes, I was there. And the nurse did not act like she was feeling comfortable. What? She tell the nurse that I was going to do something really bad? No, the worst that's going to happen is this going to end up being taken to a fucking courtroom. I mean, I think people need to understand what the laws are when it pertains to that shit. And, yeah. Because I think I've given enough at this point in 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I know not just them that they watch too, but I know these others involved, they're watching on a regular. And then they all talk amongst each other, or they send each other messages. I already understand this. Was this a part of your plans? Was this something that you guys wanted to see happen, or what? Was this a part of the whole thing? Is to in essence cause them to really actually do a lot of fucking harm to themselves, a lot more than they're willing to admit to? Because I don't actually really have to do anything other than make sure that my health is good and walk away, and nobody should ever touch that person until they're open about what they're doing and what they've done. Because now, from now on, from what it looks like, I'm sorry, but no. I wouldn't be surprised if she lied to her mom about it. All to please mommy. That's the only thing I can guess. Not just to please friends and all these random people. It's because she was so desperately wanting to be accepted by mom finally, because she kept watching this other shit. And it's just like she had said to me at one point, you know what? How is it that my sister can get all this other attention, blah, 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 from all these people, but I can't? Well, sounds to me like you didn't have a problem getting attention from a bunch of people. All you did was repeat what your sister did as a teenager at the fucking mall, fucking bus stops. You just did, instead of being a dumb kid, experimenting, you're a fucking grandmother fucking around. I don't even look down on her sister at all. Even with that, she was a kid. She was a teenager, whatever. Being stupid, just like most of us are as teenagers. But when we're in our fucking 30s and 40s, acting like that, no, that's not how you get attention from people. That's how you get treated like one of the lowest things that you don't want anybody to project you as. And I'm gonna leave it here, because I'm trying not to work myself up in all honesty with this, because I'm trying to figure out what the fucking do now. Because I don't believe they've been 100% honest to me, and it keeps going. Like, this is a really deep fucking hole. And I don't really want to... No. just from what I've already learned, I just, they need to pull their head out of their ass. And they need to stop it. They may have stopped doing what they've been doing and all that got them in the position that they're in right now. But they need to stop the continued lies. They need to stop trying to manipulate the truth or only give half-truths or keep, hiding their guilt, because it's slowly coming out. And what it's already showing me is, like I said in one vid, there's an iceberg here, basically, like the size of the one that sank the Titanic. The only difference is there's only like that much of it poking up out of the water. And my gut instincts have been this fucking close to accurate at this point. It's definitely, I'm sorry, but it's been pretty fucking, I think it's pretty fucking accurate on the rest. I think there's a whole lot more fucked up things going on than I actually know or has gone on. And really angry. I don't hate them, but their actions were really fucked up. And, well, as I said, karma is making her visits, and it obviously she's been making her visits. This was really fucked up. Whether it was knowingly done or not, it doesn't matter. The fact that all this has happened, it should have never fucking happened. And in my mind, every fucking person involved, not just her, is all equally guilty.